What is likely to happen in 2020? Will Dajjal appear in human form? Will Imam Mahdi come? Will Malhama occur? In this video, we will try to answer those questions from the perspective of Islamic eschatology. From earlier videos, we identified Dajjal has completed the first day of his mission like a year. In that day, he established Great Britain as the first ruling state of the world. After ruling the world for hundreds of years, Pax Britannica collapsed. Then Pax Americana was established. We say this was Dajjal's second day of his mission. Next, Dajjal will build Pax Judaica as the third ruling state of the world. This will be the third day of his mission like a week. But before achieving that goal, Dajjal must wage war against the Arabs, because no country will submit to Israel unless and until she can establish her political and economic dominion over her neighbors. So the destruction of the Arabs will continue to increase in 2020. Prophet peace be upon him prophesied, after the currency of Iraq, the currency of Syria will be replaced. War has been waged in Syria for years now, but the government of Syria is still in power. This is a major defeat for the forces of Dajjal. Will Dajjal accept this defeat? I don't think so. He will again attack Syria by hook or by crook. This could probably happen in 2020. If that happens, it would be a disaster. Because remember, the Russian forces are still in Syria. Attack on Syria may bring greater wars and possibly Malhama.
The Syrian government is now winning the war in Syria against the armed insurgents who are getting all their state-of-the-art weapons from you-know-who, Santa Claus, and all the funds to continue their bogus jihad from you-know-who. It is Santa Claus providing all the weapons, and the Syrian government is defeating this bogus jihad. And so they have the right to now demand that the United States respond with a military response. And when my answer is that nuclear war, NATO's nuclear war on Russia, not Russia's nuclear war on NATO, not at all. NATO is lusting for war on Israel's behalf. And now, because of what has just happened in Syria, I believe nuclear war is now inevitable.
After Syria, Egypt will be destroyed. This is also a prophecy of Prophet peace be upon him. People of Egypt may replace Sisi, who is a friend of Israel. This may bring Egypt Spring 2020. In the name of defending her friend and national interest, Israel may take ground military action against Egypt. This may also expand the territory of Israel.
When Iraq is denied its currency, when a country falls, its currency falls as well, doesn't it? And you no longer deal with its currency. Another currency replaces it. The Rasul ﷺ was asked, how will it fall? And he said, by foreign intervention. So Iraq's currency will fall by the invasion, and another currency will replace it. Then, after that, he placed them in sequence. Ash-Sham's currency will be denied. So Ash-Sham as a nation will fall. Again, another currency will replace soon, and it has to be by a foreign intervention. Then Rasul ﷺ said, after Ash-Sham, he mentioned Misr, Egypt. You think it's over for Egypt right now? According to this hadith, which is in Bukhari and Muslim, something else is coming up. When a currency of a nation falls, it means that the country itself falls and there is an invasion.
That Israel is about to replace the United States as the next ruling state in the world. That's not by accident. That is Dajjal in a day which is like a week. And when a day like a week has come to the end, the Malhama has already occurred. And the conquest of Constantinople has already occurred. Then Dajjal is going to appear. The khuruj of Dajjal is going to take place. And he will then appear in human form. But the Jews will not accept him as Al-Masih until he rules over a holy land which encompasses the biblical frontiers of the Holy Land. You know that, every Egyptian knows that. They changed the Torah. And they brought into the Torah that the Holy Land, Al-Ardul Muqaddasa, extends from the river of Egypt, the river Nile, to the river Euphrates. Why did they do that? Because Nabi Yusuf alayhi salam came to Egypt. And then he brought Nabi Yaqub alayhi salam and the whole of Banu Israel into Egypt. And they lived in the eastern delta between the river Nile and the Red Sea. And so they came to the conclusion that this also is a part of the Holy Land, Al-Ardul Muqaddasa, but they are wrong. You don't need a PhD to understand that the Arab Spring was meant to prepare the way for the Arab slaughter, that they are preparing great wars against the Arabs.
Dajjal's next target can be Pakistan. As Pakistan has nuclear weapons, Dajjal must denuclearize Pakistan. It has been mentioned in the protocols of Zionism that no Muslim nation must have power to defend against Israel. So Pakistan, a powerful Muslim nation, must be denuclearized. How can this happen? If Modi was war against Pakistan, surely Israel will help India. Moreover, Pakistan has US bases inside of our territory. So Pakistan will be attacked not only from the outside of our territory, but also from the inside of our territory. If that happens, Pakistan could become another Afghanistan or Libya. This could also bring Malhama because Pakistan has built up an alliance with China. If Pakistan go into the hands of USA, Israel or India, the economic stability of China could be in danger. China could not let Pakistan go into the hands of India, Israel or USA. The only inevitable option for Dajjal is now to wage major wars or Malhama.
That there is going to be frightful consequences for most of mankind. Oh yes. But Pakistan in particular ought to be paying attention to this subject. It is my opinion that as soon as that great war commences, an attack is going to be launched on Pakistan. If not before, at least at that time. And when the attack is launched on Pakistan, it will be to denuclearize Pakistan, and having denuclearized Pakistan, to then break up Pakistan into bits and pieces so that it can never again rise as a powerful force in the world. And we say this for the benefit of the cabinet of Imran Khan's government in Pakistan. We conclude that the Great War is going to take place in order to effect the transition from a Pax Americana to a Pax Judaica. And therefore we locate the Great War in a messianic interpretation of the movement of history, a messianic interpretation of the movement. This is difficult language.
Dajjal's final attack must be on Iran, because as a nation, Iran is a political threat of Israel. This may happen during or after the Malhama. After Dajjal have destroyed Iran as a power, he can emerge from Isfahan as a human being. Now he will face no opponent in denying the establishment of Greater Israel. Jews will accept him as Messiah. 70,000 Jews will follow him wearing Persian shawls.
There is a hadith that Dajjal will be followed by 70,000 Jews from Isfahan wearing their Persian shawls. You heard the hadith? And so immediately I come to the conclusion that these will be Jews who will have Muslim names because they're coming from Isfahan and they're dressed up as Iranians, Persians, not as Jews. So these will be a hidden force emerging out of Iran that will be supporting Dajjal, externally appearing to be Muslims, but internally supporters of Dajjal. And so I am anticipating now that there are going to be great changes in Iran. And through this talk I'm warning the Iranian government and the Iranian people that the attack is coming.
This is my political predictions for 2020. I don't force others to accept my opinion. At the same time, I should add that some of my predictions can be delayed. If you demand a timeline, I suggest most of the prophecies will be fulfilled between 2020 and 2025. So guys, I hope you understand what I wanted to illustrate in this video. See you soon. Assalamu alaikum.